you talk about a lot of the dancers that you cover who their careers weren't documented. And so I can imagine as you were doing your research, you ran into roadblocks. And yeah, where you just simply couldn't find information. And so I'd like to know, did you have to leave people out because there just wasn't anything there?
I didn't leave anyone out because I couldn't find research. I mean, this was so difficult to do. I was only given a certain number of pages, for this book, and I actually at the last minute I like begged, like, please can I add one more dancer. It was Marion Sujette who I ended up adding, who was such an incredible link to all of these stories that I thought was so vital. But I would say that, again, in the same way that I did this 20 years of research with this book, it was word of mouth and talking to other dancers. That's really how, I didn't want to interview dancers that are still alive. I didn't want to interview anyone for this. I really wanted it to be my perspective, how I experience them, how I see how they're affecting the ballet world. But I did have to send some texts to people. Lorraine Graves is one of them, who is an incredible ballerina at Dance Theater of Harlem. And there was just so little information on her. And luckily, I have relationships with a lot of these women. So I could, call up Lorraine or text her and just say, like, this is not at all clear on anything I can find. When did you join the company? Like, how old were you? When were you promoted? And she could give me some more insight, or even on other dancers. So within the time of writing the book, I kind of went about it the same way I have throughout my career, with just like leaning on these Black women, the ones that are still with us, and hearing their stories from them.